your explanation, Mr. Molyneux, and I advise you to think before you speak.
I didn't want to embarrass the boy in front of you, Headmaster. He'd woken up, found he'd wet the bed, and got into rather a panic about it.
Why did you not send him back immediately to strip the bed? I issued perfectly clear instructions on this matter in October last. He should have stripped the bed, reported to Matron, and then remade the bed himself.
But I just thought he needed cheering up a bit, sir. This whole business of being at Bamfield seems to frighten him silly, and he's never been away from home before.
Yes, I can accept that. You've not been here long, Mr. Molyneux. You must beware of being too soft on the boys in your house. When they see that you are soft, they will take advantage of it.
Well, I do see that, sir, but... Well, Cuthbertson's hardly in a state to take advantage of anyone.
In my view, he already has. This school does not exist to coddle his weaknesses.
Well, I think he'll settle down, Headmaster.
You must not take Mr. Powlett-Jones as your model in these matters, Molyneux. His is not the example I should wish a young master to follow. Happily, before too long, you must be finding your evenings and weekend duties rather onerous with Mr. Powlett-Jones's frequent absences.
Oh, no, Headmaster, not really. There's a good deal of give and take about it, and he helps me out often enough. I understood that was common practice. In Mr. Herries' time, you know.
Herries did not appoint you. I did. You might do well to remember that. Loyalty is an admirable quality when it extends in the right direction.
Would you like a cup of cocoa?
What?
A cup of cocoa.
Thank you, no. Molyneux, if you were to be offered a senior housemaster's post on a temporary basis, would you feel yourself competent to accept?
I'd love to have a go at it, sir. I think I could cope.
Good.
Oh, it's all right. Mrs. Parsons has taken herself and her blasted cats off to Tewkesbury for the night, visiting her sister, or the cat's sister. Oh, damn. Have you got a penny?
Oh, yes. I got 3, I think.
Riches. There's the meter. Make yourself at home.
Couldn't you have found anything a bit nicer than this?
Oh, I'd look good, wouldn't I? Running for Labour from the best front room of the Bill Hampton Arms. It's a place to lay my head. The money I save goes into the election fund.
Yes, I'd like to think I'd do the same. Still, you did rather go to the other extreme, didn't you?
Don't you know I like to punish myself? Besides, I don't think I've got the right to live any better than the people I'm fighting for. You should see some of the hovels they're expected to live in. What you don't realise is that rural slums can be twice as bad as urban slums. There's all the dirt, all the poverty,
Chris,
all the
I know what rural slums are like.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm all wound up, you see. I can't stop. You shouldn't have come.
Oh, look, I'm sorry about the meeting.
Do you know, just for a minute, I really wanted you to hit him. Just for a second, whatever the scandal, I thought it'd be worth it to see him going down with blood pouring all down his stupid face. He's one of the people I'm supposed to be sticking up for. God, they're so stupid, David. They're so pig ignorant. That's what I did
Chris,
about
can't you manage to forget about it for an hour or two at least? I was hoping we could talk about us.
No, I couldn't cope with that. That'd be the worst. I'm sort of frightened what I'd find out about myself. I'm only just managing to hold my life together as it is. I'm all frayed string and patches. Can you just accept that it means a lot to me that you want to come down and leave it like that for now? You wouldn't like it if I came all undone. Don't look at me like that, David, please. I promise I'll try and sort myself out when the election's over. Just be patient. Can you stay?
For a bit. I've got Barnaby's car.
Good.
I have to get back early, though. My disciplinary hearing tomorrow.
Lord, I never asked you about that. What do you think your chances are?
bad.
You can't have done them much good by coming down here again.
Oh, I don't think I made it any worse. Even if I get myself into the papers again, I don't think they'll see them till after the meeting.
So, we're both going down with all flags flying.
Looks like it.
David, I don't think I can stand any more. I've had enough for today. I want to go to bed now.
I feel as if I'm using you.
Can't you see anything? Can't you see it's completely the other way round?
Mr. Powlett-Jones, I would like to explain the procedure which we propose to follow. We have received detailed written evidence both from Mr. Alcock and from yourself, and we have studied these carefully. Both of you have declined to be legally represented at this time. Now, we should like to question you about your letter and invite any further comments you may wish to make. We shall then follow the same procedure with Mr. Alcock, and is this agreeable to you?
Am I to be present when Mr. Alcock is interviewed?
No. This was discussed, Mr. Powlett-Jones, but my judicial experience indicates that witnesses are more properly examined separately.
Yes, I see. Thank you.
Now then, perhaps you might begin by explaining why you wrote this letter to the governors. You've been accused of disloyalty. Could not this letter itself be construed as a disloyal act?
I understood that my professional ability was called in question. I simply wanted to give you the facts so that you could judge for yourselves.
Huh?
I've looked at these figures. 6 open scholarships in the last 13 years. Is that so remarkable? What about the lads who didn't win open scholarships?
Could you tell us how many scholarships were gained?